Man, it's deeper than rap, man. It's deeper than deep. But how deep is it? How deep does it go?
He shows a CD or a disc. He immediately draws the geometric shape of an oblate spheroid. We can see how he separates the oblate spheroid with a disc that has a hole in the center. Then, below he draws a circle with a swastika inside and immediately paints it completely black. From this black circle rays come out and 3 rays pass through the hole in the center. Below he writes, "Still." One of the possible meanings of this black circle may be the black sun. He draws reliefs on the edge of the hole and writes North Pole. And above this hole inside what would be the celestial vault he draws a star, the polar star or Polaris. He marks 2 points and connects them in a circle and writes, equator. He draws 2 lines that go down from the polar star to the 2 points. The lines form a triangle.
Dragonfly.
He highlights 2 of the rays coming out of the black sun and also forms a triangle but vice versa. And he writes, as above so below. It's one of the 7 principles of Hermes Trismegistus. It appears on the emerald tablet and then in the Kabbalion.
Dodge the hijack.
He erases the intersections and draws the sun and moon.
Inside the firmament. It's that secret sauce. Flat drop 101.
And he makes a gesture of rotation. He draws 2 arrows to show the distance of the moon and the sun. Both are 3,300 miles or 5,310 kilometers away.
Bang.
Then he measures the diameter of the sun and moon, being the same with a diameter of 32 miles or 51 kilometers.
The book of Enoch say, Con, 32 miles across.
He draws continents on the surface and on the other side as well.
And my Naga, he's showing you a disc. You can't get no realer than that. There's supposed to be this Freemason breaking down the flat earth plane, and he's showing the black sun. It's all vortexes. You say that's still, within the earth, right? So they got the hollow earth theory, but the hollow earth is just like, it's just a spread out plane that goes deeper and deeper, hollow, or, whatever you want to call it. But it's layers to it. You know what I'm saying? It's caverns, it's giant trees, it's the root system of these trees connected, with the water, with the vortexes, with that mem salt. He's showing you a disc, Managa, not a circle. Right? Isaiah 40, what I mean? I spread it out, I spread it out, Shamayim, you know what I'm saying? I spread it out like a tent. Like a tent, you are firm, fixed, and immovable. It mentions this, standing on this circle, looking down at the inhabitants of the earth, and they look like grasshoppers. Circle is not a ball. A circle is a circle. Could be a disc. As far as we know, the sun and the moon are both disc-like objects because we don't see either, side or, dark side of the moon. We don't see the other side of these orbs. We don't see the back of the sun. We don't see the back of the moon. These could just be portals and discs, but that's for another time. So, there's some secret sauce, some secret flat drop 101. They say as above, so below, and they try to put their Hermes Trismegistus 3 times great, such and such, Thoth, Mercury, such and such. You know what I'm saying? But we're talking about the Creator's creation. Don't let them Thoth of the place. Thoth didn't create this. The Creator created this. These are hijacked cities. And yet we see clearly. We see a disc. The sun and the moon are both 32 miles apart, or across, just like the book of Enoch say. He said it's only about 3,000 miles away. They tell us in our public school, grammar school, our charm school, our spell school, where we learn spells and spelling, that the sun is some 96 kajillion million miles away. And it's so huge, it's huger than huge. So huge. And we go around the sun. But everything's reversed. You got to reverse the curse to break the spell. Say it with me, cuz. Reverse the curse to break the spell. They tell you spin on a ball, you might be firm, fixed, and movable, like the scriptures say, over and over. The sun might be going around you, you ain't going around it. Let's go.
He points both sides and writes, same.
Same.
Below he writes,
and that's interesting because he's drawing continents above the disc and below the disc. This reminds me of Godzilla versus King Kong, where King Kong tries to get to his family through Antarctica. He goes through that vortex, and they say that it's going to be some polarity shift, gravity shift, they say, right? but they popped out that wormhole, right? And then they had to switch, like everything was opposite on the other side of the disc. Like it's like all these half truths, man. They lie and tell the truth at the same time. Could there be a whole nother dimension upside down beneath the disc with some other type of polarity or magnetic, black sun situation? I mean, no, we don't know. We are investigating, man. We came to the right place to ask these questions. And shout out to the fam, Night Guy, who just did a drop on this. And I saw it and I said, what? I had to go recon this, get the video myself, man. And yeah, man, we all inspiring each other, man, because this matches up with the Enoch flow. This matches up with a lot. And it seems like some super secret sciencey stuff. Flat drop 101.
Right, Summerland.
Summerland. Summer Gates, huh? Just like that Antarctica map, Summer Gates or the gates to Summerland. Which one is it?
He draws rays coming out of the black sun and writes, Northern Lights.
Ah, okay. That's where the Northern Lights come from.
The center of the drawing is equal to the Mason symbol, which is a square and a compass.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They had to drop the whole time. Yeah, black hole sun, won't you come, man? Who sung that song? I gotta get it a little from the top. And again, we just asking the right questions, man. Fall back, we investigating. We get to investigate our habitat. A hamster in a cage is going to investigate that cage. When you put him in a cage, the least we can do is investigate the habitat the Creator made for us. It brings us closer to HaWah, closer to the Creator. It verifies His word that we are firm, fixed, and immovable. And that, knowledge will be abounding in the end of days. And that means you're going to have to empty your cup. You can't be stuck in public school level information. Let's go.
Beginning of the video he shows a CD or a disc.
Yeah.
He immediately draws the geometric shape of an oblate spheroid.
Mm-hmm.
We can see how he separates the oblate spheroid with a disc that has a hole in the center.
Hey. So like I say, they be telling these half-truths. It's not like you're on a ball, but this spheroid is representing the firmament, is representing, the vortexes, all the connectivity. Is not representing you spinning on a ball. The disc itself, the land itself, is a plane, a relatively flat surface that you can go within, right? Like the hollow earth flow. So the North Pole's in the middle. South will be everything outside the rim, right? The Antarctica flow, right? That's all south. East and west is clockwise, counterclockwise, which is why he was showing which way the sun and the moon are going, clockwise or counterclockwise. That's east or west. We're getting orientation pies. We got orientation enchiladas. Lego.
Then, below he draws a circle with a swastika inside and immediately paints it completely black.
Right, because the swastika is just a towel, and the towel is just the mark, the sign, the covenant, right? The cross sticks, the intersecting lines. And then later he's going to show the intersecting lines, showing the vortex or the, magnetism flowing from the so-called black sun, right? Through the North Pole, connecting with these northern lights. The whole triangle flow, connecting, intersecting, which is the Tau, which we been knew that these Nazi symbols and all this are just indigenous symbols of different crosses or Taus. In the Hebrew will be a Tau, the last letter of the Hebrew. Right. Tau. Uh-huh.
From this black circle rays come out and 3 rays pass through the hole in the center.
Intersecting lines. Tau.
Below he writes, still,
Still not moving. Right? Still. You can't be still if you're spinning on a ball at 1,100 miles per hour, flying through space at 67,000 miles per hour like NASA is lying and telling us, right? Then this black sun can't be still. But this thing is still because you're still. But let's go.
one of the possible meanings of this black circle may be the black sun. He draws reliefs on the edge of the hole and writes North Pole. And above this hole inside what would be the celestial vault he draws a star, the polar
Celestial vault. The vault of heaven. The firmament. I spread it out. Shamayim. The star. I spread it out like a tent. The sun and the moon and luminaries are within the firmament, not outside of it. So they can't get out. They fighting for the celestial heavens that's within the firmament. That's still underneath HaWah. That's still below. Their heaven is still below. I need you to get that through your mind bone. Connect to HaWah directly. You're above the stars. You're above the firmament. They can't touch you. They can't feel you. 432. You're in another octave. You're out of their frequency. Do you see clearly?
polar star or Polaris.
And this same North Pole Polaris has been there since eons, the beginning of time. You can't be spinning on a ball at 1,000 miles per hour, flying 70,000 miles per hour through space and have the same damn North Pole star. The same star is aligned to your north. The same orientation from the ancient ancestors, the ancient of times, and you flying at 70,000 miles per hour, my nigga. I need you to wake your ass. Wake your butt up. This is ridiculous. You got the same stars, same constellations, same North Star Polaris. You ain't spinning. Let's go.
He marks 2 points and connects them in a circle and writes, equator.
Okay.
He draws 2 lines that go down from the polar star to the 2 points. The lines form a triangle. He highlights 2 of the rays coming out of the black sun and also forms a triangle but vice versa.
Which really makes the Star of David. 6-pointed star, my nigga. Not their masonry, yada yada, or Trigonomegastes, Hermes, as above. They flipped it to Thoth real quick. But all this is the Star of David or the Merkaba, 2 triangles, my nigga. Sacred geometry. We're just talking dodecahedron. Oops, we ain't supposed to discuss dodecahedron.
And he writes, as above so below. It's one of the 7 principles of Hermes Trismegistus. It appears on the emerald tablet and then in the Kabbalion.
But look, man, anybody gonna act like Thoth ain't got some drop, man. Thoth got a whole lot of drop. We know this. We know this. But he's also a wily trickster, you know. He's also a wise trickster. So you gotta dodge the hijack with the hermetics, you know. A lot of it is trying to bring you into duality and out of the unified, you know, oneness of things. So, you know, dodge your own damn hijack.
He erases the intersections and draws the sun and moon.
Let's go. Within the firmament.
And he makes a gesture of rotation.
Right. Clockwise, counterclockwise. The sun and moon are in a circuit going around, or, you know, across the disk in a circuit. Across the disk in a circuit. Back to the book of Enoch. Going through the windows. The firmament got these, you know, vortexes, these windows. The stars are within. I mean, it's making sense. The sun can't be that big. Sometimes it looks real low, damn near below the clouds. It's only 3,000 miles away. Damn. That's from LA to New York City. 3,000 miles. 32 miles across, 30 miles across. These are orbs. These are portals. These are vortexes.
He draws 2 arrows to show the distance of the moon and the sun. Both are 3,300 miles or 5,310 kilometers away.
3,300 miles away. And sometimes it looks like it dipped below that. It ain't no 96 millions of miles away. You can't even fathom 96 millions of miles. But 3,000 miles within your dome or firmament. Man, recon operation fishbowl, man. Fishbowl, they called it. Operation Fishbowl, where they kept sending nuclear rockets to try to bounce through this firmament. And they could not get through. To this day, they can't get through. They said, oh, man, yous can't leave, boss. Nah, yous can't leave. Hijack, you got to stay right here. So this is what the hijack don't want to feel. Claustrophobic. Like, oh, shit, I can't go. I can't go in the water. I can't escape in the sky. Maybe I'll just buy some bunkers. Hijack, yous can't leave. You stuck right here. We can go above the firmament. We can connect beyond the barriers, man. That's our inheritance, not yours. Now yous can't leave. The hijack want to believe they can just take a rocket to outer space. No, hijack. Yeah, man. It's about to get really real.
Then he measures the diameter of the sun and moon, being the same with a diameter of 32 miles or 51 kilometers.
Bang. Just like the book of Enoch said.
He draws continents on the surface and on the other side as well.
Flat.
He points both sides and writes, same.
Now y'all let me know in the comments, what does that mean? Same. What's the same about this and whatever other dimensional situations going on with the black sun flow? What's the same? I'm not gonna leave a comment, man.
Below he writes summer land.
Can y'all let me know what summer land mean, man?
He draws rays coming out of the black sun and writes, northern lights.
And that's interesting because that's a mystery in itself. Different TV shows be trying to drop on, what these lights might be. Oh man, I mean, I've seen a few different ones putting out some drop on it, man. But some call it dust. What show was that? What it was calling it dust. But it had to do with some type of portal flow, and he's connecting it with the black sun. You know what I mean? Remember, man, HaWah said in the book of Genesis, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters and let it divide the water from the water. I just saw some experiment where this dude took this kind of like a, what would you call it? Like a bubble, not kind of like a bubble, you know what I mean? But it was like a dome, kind of like a dome bubble thing, but it was like in a dome. And he went underwater and he was able to get these air pockets based on this type of dome thing that he was holding, like a plastic thing, but it was creating an air pocket, saying that you could do like a bucket in a bathtub. In other words, we are in the water, and this dome, this firmament, creates this air pocket, but we still in the water. Water below, water above. It gets deep. I ask you, how deep does it go?
The center of the drawing is equal to the Mason symbol, which is a square and a compass.
Star of David, man. See, this when I start hijacking. Star of David, man. Oh, man, Psalms, still on Psalms 19, man. It's real clear. You can look at independent science, you could look at, moon shade experiments showing that the moon has its own light. Is the moon vibing off the light? The bro Night God said the moon is its light source is the black sun. I mean, but dig on it. Psalms 19, the heavens declare the glory of HaWah, and the firmament shows his handiwork. So this spinning ball of yours don't have no firmament, no handiwork. Remember Genesis 1. HaWah called the firmament heaven, Genesis 1:8, giving it significance beyond the border between the earth and beyond. This heaven, this sky, the heaven is the enclosure, but one day we won't have to have no separation or enclosure from the greater light, from the higher vibration. This was a trial run. This was a testing ground. Not everybody can vibe with the, you know, greater light frequency, man. Not everybody can walk in that throne room of HaWah. But the heavens declare the glory of the Creator, and the firmament shows his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night reveals knowledge. Oh, don't act like you got some cap on your knowledge, because more knowledge is being revealed, Manak. There is no speech, there are no words, neither is their voice heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them hath he set a tent for the sun. Whoa. Which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, Manak. You see clearly? Sun is in a tent, Manak. Like a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, like the book of Enoch, the windows, the chambers, and rejoice as a strong man to run his course. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, or the firmament, the dome, and his circuit unto the ends of it. And there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. His circuit is within the dome, the firmament. That's what we're talking about. This course, the sun's running his course as a strong man. He's going forth. It's from the end of the heaven, or the firmament, and his circuit unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. Huh? Yeah, man. We see clearly. The law of HaWah is perfect, restoring the soul. The testimony of HaWah is sure, making wise the simple. The precepts of HaWah are right, rejoice in the heart. The commandment of HaWah is pure, enlightening the eyes. The fear of HaWah is clean, enduring forever. The ordinances of HaWah are true. They are righteous altogether. More to be desired are they than gold, yea, than much fine gold, sweeter also than honey and the honeycomb. Moreover, by them is your servant warned, in keeping of them. Keep the code. There is a great reward. Who can discern errors? Clear thou me from hidden faults. Keep back your servant also from presumptuous sins, that they may not have dominion over me. Then shall I be faultless. Halal HaWah, and I shall be clear from great transgression. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable before you, HaWah, my rock and my redeemer. Halal HaWah. Firm, fixed, and immovable. We just dropped something on the gram, man. Hey, out there, everybody checking in on a daily. And we get our infrastructure, our flow going. And Manaka's, you've been patiently waiting, to see, the process, man. And you will be rewarded, Manaka. You will be greatly rewarded. Yeah, man. Manaka, Sakau, Immaculate, Sakau, what they do. Shout out to Conscious and B. Dig on this for the dismount, man. For the dismount.
Start off here with the world. At the South Pole there.
This is in the Denver airport, all right? What's going on in Denver, man. And look at the orientation pies.
There's a gate, and then around the world is sand. At the North Pole, there's this pole that leads up to this arrow. The arrow points down to what it looks like perhaps a firmament to a train station.
It's crazy.
I should also mention the world is depicted as flat over there. From the train station from...
Why are they depicting a flat earth and showing you literally the orientation of it in detail with the gateways? I mean, look at this, man. They giving you all the drop. What's this thing connected to?
The arrow, we come down here. Perhaps a way to get in and out of the world as we know it. Again, surrounded by rocks.
A way to get in and out of the world as we know it. That's not outer space. That's out of the gateways. Through Antarctica, King Kong went in Antarctica into a gateway. You think they playing with the Godzilla movie, man?
And sand. Maybe this is where the lizard people live. It's weird. I'm at the Denver airport with the new art installation in the center of the airport. We start off here with the world. At the South Pole there is a gate, and then around the world is sand.
So the sand is like the Antarctica situation. You know what I mean? No cap on Antarctica's chest bone.
At the North Pole there's this pole that leads up to this arrow. The arrow points down to what it looks like perhaps a firmament to a train.
So there's a connection from the North Pole to get out the firmament. Let's go.
Station. I should also mention the world is depicted as flat over there.
Flat, but like a disc. Again, like a disc.
From the train station, from the arrow, we come down here. Perhaps a way to get in and out of the world as we know it. Again, surrounded by rocks and sand. Maybe this is where the lizard people live.
Well, hijack definitely is hijacking all across the plane, man. Remember, we got those maps with Thought the Moving Island on it, man. It's all happening, man. I don't know what else to tell y'all. Let's get Psalms 96, man. We out of here, baby. Hawaii don't know play. You don't got to turn this into a spinning ball because they teach you this in school. Psalms 96:10. Say among the nations, HaWah reigns. The world also is established that it cannot be moved. Managa, NASA says you're spinning at 1,000 miles per hour. But the world, the earth, is established so that it cannot be moved. You believe science or the creator? He will judge the peoples with equity. Cannot be moved. You want one more, man? One more, man? Facts on facts. Racks on racks. Let's get it, man. Psalm 104 for the dismount. Who makes winds thy messengers to flaming fire, thy ministers, who did establish the earth upon its foundations, that it should not be moved forever and ever. More witnesses that the earth can't be moved forever, my nugget. It got foundations. And last thing I checked, a spinning ball ain't got no foundations. You're hurling through space at 67,000 miles per hour, says NASA. You can't be having foundations and spinning at 1,000 miles per hour on a wobble. You want one more witness, man? Do we need one more? All right, man. All right, man. Let's get Isaiah, man. 45 for the dismount. And we out of here, baby. Hey, Shabbat Shalom, man. Halal HaWah. We did it again. I know it ain't easy out here. I know it ain't easy, man. You going through it. We going through it. And every time you feel like you got through it, you still going through it. And that's how we feel, like almost like you're in quicksand. But trust me, my nigga, you doing enough. And the real ones is going to ride with you. And the real ones is going to rock with you, my nigga. We going to see clearly, man, that my niggas is trying and giving an effort, to tribe up, man, with their house, with themselves, man, with doing what you got to do, man. And we doing it together, and your strength is our strength, man, for the dismount. Isaiah 45, verse 18. For thus says HaWah, for thus says HaWah, Shalah, that created the heavens. He is HaWah, that formed the earth and made it. He established it. He created it not a waste. He formed it to be inhabited. I am HaWah, and there is none else. I have not spoken in secret in the place of the land of darkness. I said not unto the seed of Jacob, seek you me in vain. I, HaWah, speak righteousness. I declare things that are right. Assemble yourselves and come, draw near together, you that are escaped of the nations. They have no knowledge that carry the wood of their hijacked city. And now they got you with the Helios, going around the sun, worshiping Helios. Oh, you go around the sun? No, the sun makes a circuit around you. Dodge their hijack, that wooden graven image. And don't, they say, man, and pray into a God that cannot save, man. They have no knowledge that carry the wood of the graven image, and they pray unto a God that cannot save. Declare you and bring them near. Yea, let them take counsel together, who has announced this from ancient time and declared it of old. Have not I, HaWah, and there is no power beside me. So we big up the Creator by seeking the creation, the earth that is created. We should know. We're supposed to know, our habitation. That's knowledge we're supposed to have. This is knowledge that's been hidden. And if it ain't important, then why does NASA gotta lie about it and spend quadrillion black budget dollars to hide every damn thing, doing operations fishbowls and high jumps and admiral birds and expeditions? They were interested in the habitation. They were interested in your habitation. What happened to you? How come when you look into it, they call you crazy and say it's a distraction? But they spent quadrillions of dollars looking into this and then hiding it and then painting their images and creating NASA right after they made the Antarctic Treaty. But there is no power besides HaWah. But they give you the Big Bang Theory. So it's accidental. There is no creator, right? Because it's a Big Bang. Wrong. There is no power beside HaWah. A just power. A savior. Not JC. The creator is your savior. And there is none beside me. Look unto me and you be saved. All the ends of the earth. What ends do you have on a round ball? But on a flat plane, you have ends of the earth. Like a tent, right? Like I said, that's the last one, my bad, y'all. Like a tent, right? Isaiah 40, verse 22. For this, man, we out of here, baby. Come on. It is he that sits above the circle. Back it up. Know you not, hear you not. Hath it not been told you from the beginning? Have you not understood the foundations of the earth? A spinning ball don't got no foundations. It is he that sits above the circle of the earth. Circle ain't no ball. Circle ain't no ball. The circle of the earth refers to the roundness of the dome, the roundness of the firmament. Or you can have the circle being the disc, my noggin. But it ain't no round spinning ball. And this is how hijacks see circle and they say ball. It is he that sits above the circle of the earth. I think is referring to the firmament. And the inhabitants are as grasshoppers. So this is a bird's eye view of Waz looking down from the dome, from the throne, from the firmament. And we are like grasshoppers that stretch out the heavens as a curtain, my noggin. Like a tent, my noggin. As a tent to dwell in. Spreads them out as a tent. HaWah gives you clear depictions over and over again. Firm, fixed, and immovable. You have foundations. You are established so the earth shall never be moved. I spread the heavens out as a curtain and spreads them out as a tent, my noggin. You know what a tent looks like? It has foundations. It has tent pegs. It has a firmament. Yeah, the hijack don't want to feel like they closed in because they got nowhere to go. And all that outer space talk, Elon Musk, your rockets never go straight up. Your rockets never go straight. All praise the well, man. Y'all keep surfing the wave. We're going to keep dropping it and enjoying, just dropping flat drop 101, man. Yeah. We always see the sun and the moon in the sky at the same damn time. Ain't that simple?
Hold up, man. So you telling me I got the sun and I got the moon at the same dang time?
At the same
So
dang
what's up?
time.
All right. So who are the unlucky people on the other side of your ball? Since I'm so special, I got the sun and the moon at the same time. You on the other side of the ball right now. You ain't got no sun. There can't be sun on the other side of the ball, and there's a moon
Mm,
on the other side of the ball too, boss.
mm.
I mean, how I get so lucky, man?
Let's
How I get so special?
go.
What's on the other side of your ball? You think you're spinning on the ball right now? You think you're on the ball right now?
Come on, man.
You think you're spinning on the ball? NASA says you're spinning at 1,100 miles per hour. Over 1,000 miles per hour you spinning. But you got the sun and the moon nice and still above you. You think you're going around the sun, or is the sun going around you, boss? If
Mm.
you're going around the sun, let me know in the comments. Are you going around the sun,
My knock.
or is the sun making a circuit around you?
My knock.
You feel like you're spinning right now, man. And if you're on a ball, what's on the other side of your ball? You ain't got no luminaries. You ain't got no sun. You ain't got no moon. I got them both. So you ain't got nothing, boy.
Ping, pal. Hey, we out of here, baby. Stay up. Suit up. Choose up. Halal HaWah.